Welcome from my tiny kitchen. Convert a regular drip cake into this, an upside down drip cake. 2 layers of decadent Moorish chocolate sponge, 2 layers of vanilla perfumed sponge, chocolate buttercream frosting, and crunchy Malteser bits inside. These are the ingredients for the chocolate sponge. Remember, the recipe is in the description. Start by adding the cocoa powder into the hot water and mix until smooth. Keep aside to cool for use later. Into a large mixing bowl, sift all of the dry ingredients. A quick mix to help distribute the raising agents. Then add in the cooled down cocoa powder water mix, followed by the rest of the wet ingredients. Mix together to form a smooth cake batter with no lumps of dry ingredients. Then scrape out into a 6-inch prepared baking tin and bake in a preheated oven at 175 degrees Celsius for about 35 to 40 minutes, or until an inserted knife or skewer comes out clean. These are the ingredients for the vanilla sponge layer. Remember, the recipe is in the description. This recipe is really quick and easy. You don't even need a mixer. Add soft butter followed by brown sugar into a medium mixing bowl and whisk until smooth. Then add in the 2 eggs followed by the vanilla extract and mix until you no longer have any large lumps of the butter-sugar mix. When smooth, sift in the self-raising flour followed by the bicarbonate of soda. Then add in the milk and vinegar. Mix together to form a smooth cake batter with no lumps of flour. You may need to use a spatula to get any unmixed bits on the sides. When ready, scrape out into a 6-inch prepared baking tin and flatten. And then bake in a preheated oven at 175 degrees Celsius for about 35 to 40 minutes, or until an inserted knife or skewer comes out clean. These are the ingredients for the chocolate buttercream frosting. Remember, the recipe is in the description. Add the soft butter into a large mixing bowl and mix for about a minute or 2 until smooth. Then mix in sifted cocoa powder. When smooth, add in the icing sugar in stages, mixing well with each addition. When the buttercream frosting begins to stiffen, alternate between a few drops of milk and icing sugar. Add just enough of each until you have a fluffy buttercream. Scrape down the sides to get any unmixed bits before one final mix. To assemble, cut the cooled down cakes in half horizontally. Cut out a circle of baking paper and place on a board. Then place on the chocolate sponge and spread a thin layer of the chocolate buttercream frosting. Spread about 2 heaped tablespoons of Malteser spread, leaving about a 2 cm border on the sides. And repeat the layering process. Press down the cake and then add a thin layer of crumb coat to the sides of the cake, leaving the top uncovered. Then place in the refrigerator while preparing the drip. For the chocolate drip, bring double cream to the boil and remove from the heat. Add in chopped dark chocolate and leave to stand for a minute before mixing until smooth. Leave to cool, then transfer into a piping bag for use later. And now back to the cake. Apply a layer of the buttercream frosting to the sides of the cake. Then create the drip effect. Keep any unused chocolate drip sauce for use later. When complete, place the cake in the refrigerator for the drip to firm up. Place a cake board or a plate over the cake and in one quick, confident motion, turn the cake over. Gently remove the baking paper. Then spread a thin layer of chocolate buttercream frosting on top of the cake. Pipe on rosettes of the chocolate frosting using your favorite star nozzle. Then pipe on any remaining chocolate drip sauce. And then garnish the cake with Maltesers rolled in edible gold dust as well as plain Maltesers. Finish off this decadent creation by creating a border using crushed Maltesers. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next week